welcome to an update video for the Trailer Sports Horse Racing Portal. I'd like to stress, if you've opened up this video and you haven't watched the rest of them in the playlist, then please shut this one down and go back and look at how the Horse Racing Portal actually works and what our methodology behind it is, and also the strategies that we imply. It's not about form, it's about data and following the money in the markets. So yeah, go back and watch those. For those of you who have watched those, this video is about some updates we've made to the manual portal that's going to make it easier for you to spot opportunities in the market and also record keeping. So let's get on with it. As you logged in, we go into the Horse Racing Portal. Now, the first thing you've noticed up the top, as well as our race card summary that we have for the day's racing, and the race card of today's racing is alerts. Alerts is actually the strategy alerts that have been sent to the Telegram channels, and it's kept a record of today's racing. Brilliant, right? Because at a glance you can be able to see how well strategy is doing, or keep an Excel spreadsheet for future reference of that day's racing. So a really handy tool, and it will do yesterday's as well. There is criteria 2 is actually not -7. We only bet 1/3 of a stake on that, so that would be -2.1 for reference. But we'll come again to that when I show you the automated trading and how that works. The other addition we've made is a much more visual column in the zones, so that when we reach our 1 minute out stage, we can see that constantly here there's been money from 11 AM in for the favourite here. However, the odds do disappear, but you would be manually watching that anyway in the lead up to the race. So we had one in zone 1, one zone 2, zone 3. A maiden hurdle probably would have been filtered out, I should think. We tend to do just handicaps and certain amount of runners, as you know. But again, I'll come to that for the automation. And of course down here we have our C1 and C2.0, which also feature in the automation. So yeah, a nice little update there, very visual. Going to make it easy for you if you're watching a race. In fact, if we tune into one now, where are we going? 40-30 at Exeter. Yeah, okay, we see there's been an alert. You might have heard the bong earlier, and we'll go back and look at that just at the end of the video. So yeah, very visual. If you're sitting there watching it, you're seeing all the money's coming in for that horse. And it's a bet. It's a handicap chase. It's 9 runners. It's a goer. Also, a double crossover here of zone 1 if you're betting zones, and the strategy C1.1 from Trailer Sports. And that's it really. Nothing else has changed much since the last video, just those visual columns on the zones, and also a record of the alerts and what the wins and losses were in those. Let's move on to the automation side of it. You can always pause this video and rewind. So we've got the manual portal here, and we want to set up automation. Now, automation works great for me because it's very difficult for me to cover the evening races, and of course a lot of you will be working during the daytime and the afternoon racing is on. So it's, for me, a game changer, and I'm going to show you how that works and explain it in layman's terms as best I can do, because it's really not difficult, and once you set it up, it's a different world. So first of all, you'd have your automation here, and you would have then been assigned a physical address, which is important because we'll come to that again when we use our bot. And you would hit go, and you can see you're then taken to your automation page. For me, I'm on horses. There is football as well, of course. We'll stick to horses. Okay, so we have about 6 or 7 strategies. At the moment I'm running zone 1, zone 2, and also portal alerts, sorry, for criteria 1 and 2. So how does this work? It's actually really simple. You can, when you come to it, you will be asked to add core strategies like this, and at the moment we only have the 5 available actually, which I'm running. So you would just tick those into your boxes and save the strategy. And once you're back, you'll see that they are set to run. Now, the way this works is that when the portal picks up a bet, we call it polling, yeah? And these strategies will start, if you like, sending out a message saying, look, you need to back this, you need to back this. That's how it works. We don't actually send the message to Betfair Bot Manager. Betfair Bot Manager directly mirrors and looks at our polling station here to see what's going on every couple of milliseconds. So if it suddenly sees, hey, we've got a bet on criteria 1 here, we need to fire that into Betfair. So it picks up that physical signal, it transfers it back to Betfair Bot Manager, which then fires it into the Betfair market. So if we move over to Betfair Bot Manager, we have an auto load tipping section, and what you will find is, if we go back here, your physical address, which I mentioned earlier, that then enables all of these alerts to be picked up by Betfair Bot Manager automatically. If you know about Betfair Bot Manager, you'll be au fait with that. So that's literally how it works. So you would then load your physical address into here, and then you're set up. So once you have set up the polling from Trend Sports, you would need to set up the strategy on Betfair Bot Manager. And the good thing about this is that there is no additional filters on market selections or everything. It's just your staking that matters. And you'll see that we just need to tell it to run and look for an alert on this from the polling from the Trade on Sports site. And what I've done is I've just set up 5 strategies, and I've given them the 5 names that they have on the polling, just so I know exactly what they are. Now the good thing is that there's no market conditions, selection conditions to worry about. It's all done at the far end at Trade on Sports. The only thing you have to worry about is staking, and of course making sure that you enter the correct name of that alert from the poll on Trade on Sports. So if you get a bit confused there, just go back and watch it again. There is a full PDF available to download to how to run this. It's not the easiest thing to me to explain, but I hope you're following so far. So as you can see, I set those 5 up, and if I look at my history of betting, my first bet was made on the 3rd of December. So it's been running for like about just over 2 weeks. Yeah. And of course, when I first start to run strategies, I use small stakes just to make sure that everything's correct, nothing's going to go wrong. And for this example, I've been using 10p stakes rising to 25 compounding. So currently it's at 25p, so I can't give you an accurate figure of profit of units, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to say 25 pence anyway and divide it up. So we can see that criteria 1.1 is running at about 7 points, so 175. So criteria 2, which is the high odds, we're running at about 10 points, and the criteria 1.1 hurdles is close to about 19 points. And if we go down here, we've got 13 points, and finally zone 1 jumps at round about 6 points profit. Okay, so if we added all those up, for example, since 3rd of December, we've got about 65 points profit so far since 3rd of December. So if you times that, so you're doing £5 bets, you could easily just times that by 20, and you would have a bank of around about £275 so far. My plan is to increase the stakes once I reach the end of the year, but I'm just showing this for demonstration purposes. The good thing is that all of our 4 strategies are in profit over that complete run since the 3rd of December. The only exception being is when we use a zone 2, we use a smaller stake, as you know if you've read the videos, and it would be 1/3 of your stake, so we're looking at 8 pence or whatever down there. Sorry, criteria 2. The only difference being criteria 2, where we would use a smaller stake, so currently 8 pence, which is 1/3 unit of our normal 25p. So that's how it works. Today we can see that the bot has placed for us 6 bets, and in different strategies we've had a winner there on criteria 1.1 over the hurdles, and some losers here at the higher odds, and one over the zone 1 jumps. So Betfair Bot Manager will continue now during the day just to go down. I've got the dogs in here, so don't be confused. And just run out the day's racing for us, and we can check at the end of the day how we've done here, and also with our bot strategies how they're doing. And down here's a good example for how higher odds come in less. If we look at the zone 1 jumps, for example, 27.27 strike rate, but we have switched that to odds of 5.8 or more, which is a preferred filter. Up here we can see that criteria 2, which is a much smaller stake that we use, a third stake, has a 9.47% strike rate, 9 from 94, but it's showing a good profit. The reason we use 1/3 stake is because there seems to be a lot more of these bets, and to get the right balance in terms of odds and the percentage wins, 1/3 stakes is appropriate. So if you were backing £6 on the lower odds, you'd be backing £2 on that strategy. Obviously, criteria 1.1, the hurdles going well. 39.34 strike rate so far, so that's been a very good strat for us in the winter. And good to see that all strategies are in profit. Gives you confidence to raise your stakes or compound them according to your bankroll. The great thing about it, you can start with basically £100 bankroll, £1 bets. I think would be a good place to start with this, and then just run it continually every day. You don't even need to load anything, you just need to keep Betfair Bot Manager up and running. The way I do that is on a VPS, a separate server away from my laptop, so I don't wear it out basically. But as I mentioned, we will be looking to make this a all-in-one package at a much cheaper price once we have the software developed. And that's it really. If you want to change the way you bet and just take the emotion out of it and follow our profitable horse racing system, then this is the way to do it. I hope you've understood the video and have got some idea of how it works. If you've got any questions, drop us a line on support and we'll be happy to answer them. Of course, if we do any more updates, and when we do have that new software, we'll be letting you know in the form of a new video. So thanks for watching. Give us a like if you want. And yeah, if you got any questions, of course, about, you can always view our profit and loss on the website, and drop us a line at admin@tradeonsports.co.uk. So thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully to have a new video out for you soon.